Is this lighting cool? I guess that's better. Cheers. Cheers. I'm a Modelo baddie to the grave. Let me get my notes. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Long time no speak. I had to make a video because I have thoughts now. So whenever I take breaks, I'm outside enjoying life, collecting information, collecting knowledge. And then when I feel like I've reflected on said knowledge, I've been able to practice it and apply it. It has somehow become a part of my current identity. Keep in mind, identity always changing. And that's the point of this video. Yes, I'm changing always. Like, for instance, I'm really into Cali Rat Bad right now. Who would have thought? That would be the trajectory of my life. But let me go to my notes because I took notes. Okay, T. Yes, I'm changing. You know that song by Tame Impala? It's a really good song. Yes, I'm changing. Yes, it's true. Let me play it for you guys. Just a little part. So I don't get copyrighted. I love this song. That's bullshit. People do change. It's a choice though, for a fact though, because some people choose not to change. T, right? Okay. Let's get into it. All right. Before we start the video, I feel like this is definitely part of my identity now, and I don't play about my time. Don't play about my peace. Don't piss me off. Okay? Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Like, my patience runs... I have a lot of patience. That's the thing. Like, so I feel like it would just be so wrong of me to say that I don't have a lot of patience, that my patience runs thin, because that's not true. If you're on bullshit, I'm clocking it. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? I peep it. I feel it in my soul. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not with it. Not with the shits for sure. T, so this is what I wrote in my notes. Don't piss me off. I don't come looking or searching for nobody. So when I allow you in my space and you're on your worst behavior, hell no. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. That's a big one for me because, like I said, I know peace. I know the spaces that I want to be in. I know the spaces that I want to curate. I know the energy that I want to attract. I know the energy that I am, that I give off. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I allow you in my presence, you know what I'm saying, especially consistently, and you're on bullshit, no. It's a big no for me. It really doesn't take much for me. I thought about it, I felt it, this decision that I made, and so I just feel like this has to be a PSA because I feel like people keep playing with me because they're so used to being able to play with me. You can't play with me no more. I don't want to play. I told you hoes I'm played out. I really do like playing though. I play a little too much sometimes, but not with people's time, not with people's feelings, not with people's energy. I don't play about that. Okay? May take a joke too far, but that's as bad as all I'll do. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. Beautiful. Number 2. For number 2, I wrote, I'm just going to read what I wrote and then I'll go in more depth. My emotionality, my expression, my tenacity, and my tenderness makes me feel so woman. This is one I really want to talk about. I remember last year, I didn't identify with being a woman. I was leaning more towards identifying as non-binary in terms of like gender expression, gender identity, but it's not something I could jack for real because it didn't really feel like me. You know what I'm saying? And so I felt very much disconnected from being a woman, very much disconnected from being non-binary, disconnected from feeling like a man or like identifying as he, him, using those pronouns. It's safe to say I didn't really have a sense of identity when it came to gender. It wasn't something I gave, excuse me. it wasn't something that I gave much thought or anything like that. Yeah, I felt like the experiences that I've had in my life thus far didn't really contribute to or really make me want to delve deeper when it came to my gender identity. It was kind of just like, I'm just Kayla, that's what it is, take me for what it is, that's it, right? But over the last year, over the last few months, I've been feeling like I do identify with being a woman. See? And I'm gonna tell you guys when I knew for sure. I went to Mexico in January with my friends, and we went to the Frida Kahlo Museum. Such a beautiful, like, such an emotional experience. And I knew that bitch was a water sign because, come on, right? And then I looked up her sign. This literally has nothing to do with anything, but it's important to the story. And I found out that she was a Cancer, and I'm like, oh my God. Now this is important to the story because I feel very tied to my astrological placements. You guys know this. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. Cancer represents the womb, the stomach, the breast, mother, right? Very much nurturing, very much a leader, cardinal, get into it. So with all that being said, I don't know, like when I feel like I'm being my absolute truest and purest self, it very much gives feminine. You know what I'm saying? Very much. And not that femininity is tied to womanhood. I'll use the word feminine because I'm tying it back to Cancer, right? So it gives very much feminine. Even when I'm in my playful, silly, goofy mood, like I just feel like a girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like a girl. And so I feel like, yeah, that's where I am right now. Right now I feel like I very much am a woman. And I think about I think one thing that really pissed me off when I was like in between and not really felt very solidified in my gender identity, because even now, like, I guess presenting more mask in the way that I dress, like, and because I had no hair, bitch is still bald, but I got braids now. But I don't know, like, I think because of that, people would treat me. And I genuinely do believe that I have a pretty decent balance. Like, it's very balanced, very much 50-50. And of course, different situations call for a different amount of a percentage or a different amount of tapping into the spectrum of femininity and masculinity, right? But I feel like I'm pretty balanced. So I just didn't like that I was just always being perceived as like this masculine being and being treated as so, like, and don't get me wrong, I love to court. I love to trick. That's my vibe, but I don't like that being tied to masculinity. Like, why can only men do that? That's not fair. Like, that's not right. It's wrong, actually. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just feel like those qualities about me, for me, it doesn't scream masculinity. You know what I'm saying? For me, it screams, Kayla, the fuck, that's just me, bitch. I want to take you out. I want to treat you right, and I want you to have a good time, and I want you to have anything you want. Baby, if I got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just little things like that. That would make me feel a type of way, because I'm like, bitch, I'm not no man. The fuck? Fuck. And bitches would really treat, like, I'm like, hell, like, I literally, like, I have feelings. And again, I feel like the more comfortable I become within my emotionality, within my emotions, within my feelings, and me embracing them and, you know, not ignoring them, bitch, neither can you. Neither can you. And if that's your vibe and you, like, it brings me back to, like for instance, you ever had a motherfucker tell you I'm emotionally unavailable? How fucking dare you? No, this is real life though. How fucking dare you say that shit out of your mouth in a conversation confidently? You look somebody dead in their eye and you say I'm emotionally unavailable? Now, T, not too much, because I appreciate the honesty. T. Self-awareness is key. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you letting me know. But I think the lack of agency, because that just, I'm sorry. Bitch, if you wasn't diagnosed with psychopath personality disorder, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even socio. Not gonna lie, I'm not too well versed on the differences. I've looked it up many times. It's not making sense to me. It's one of those things like the word nuance. I had to look it up many times before I was able to fully understand it. I feel the same way about socio and psychopath. I don't get the difference. From my memory, I think sociopaths can practice empathy, but I could be lying. Or like sociopaths, I think they have intent, when they're killing and harming, but psychopath, it really don't give, they don't give a fuck. It really don't matter. It really is just what it is. But moral story is, bitch, I don't understand how you're emotionally unavailable. You're comfortable being emotionally unavailable. And not so much on me, because I'm understanding, because I used to be that way. Bitch, I'm not perfect. I am God. You're God. We're all God. But like, I did something about it. I don't know, everybody's not me, and I get that, and that's cool, and that's cool, and that's sweet, and that's tea, but that's not me. I feel. I have lots of feelings. And I don't think that feeling is synonymous to femininity or being a woman, but it empowers me. You know what I'm saying? It's like the fuel. My feelings fuel me to feel even more empowered and just embracing of my identity as a woman, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? We're always made to feel like it's a problem that we do feel as women. I don't like that. T. Number 3. Love is love, babe. Love is love. I still feel lesbianism is a part of my identity. Redefining lesbianism, pause. To be lesbian, not pause like pause, but pause like there was a period. To be lesbian is to love radically, completely, unconditionally. Whatever human form that manifests in, I'm open to. Okay, more thoughts. I'm not scared to find out. Never been that bitch. Well, I was, but I'm not anymore. I'm not scared to explore. I would never know if I didn't go find out. That's always been my vibe. I would never know. Last thought. Lesbianism becoming my identity, so it's hard to let go and detach. Let's get into it. We talked about gender. Let's get into sexuality. So for most of my life, I've identified as a lesbian. And for me, that meant women who love women. So I would strictly only be involved with other women. Yes, I'm changing. Yes, it's true. So I don't feel that way no more. Recently I've been dating, and I find that I do hold attraction for other people outside of those who identify as being a woman. So but I think, so when I was first coming to this realization, I was trying to redefine lesbianism to make it fit for me, because lesbianism for me kind of feels like an identity. I feel safe within identifying as a lesbian. I love the community of lesbians. I love the friendship that can come from being a lesbian, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it definitely, or I at least adopted it as part of my identity. So when I started dating and realized that I could be with people who don't identify as women, it kind of made me feel a type of way. So I was like, damn, maybe I'll just change what it means for me. And that's tea, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like the more I learn about myself and the more I open up myself to definitions, labels, experiences that I've once written off, excuse me, once I get to know myself even deeper and allow myself to do so openly and gracefully and curiously, because some people say curiosity killed the cat, but I say curiosity made the cat, and I'm the cat too. So so yeah, I don't know. I feel like if people ask, I also like lesbian, the label lesbian, because I feel like it protects me. It definitely gives like protective factor, like you out and niggas trying to talk to you. I'm gay. I'm a lesbian. Sorry. But yeah, and I just felt like I feel empowered in it, so I felt like I wanted to share it with you guys, that I no longer feel that way. I don't know what label, because I don't like the label pansexual. I don't like the way that sounds, so I don't use it. I still just use queer, or my new favorite word, fluid. I like the word fluid. I'm fluid when it comes to my relationships, whether sexual, romantic, platonic, familial, business, very much fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really just depends on how I'm feeling in that moment. And I just feel like such a people's person. So I just feel like it's so limiting for me to say, okay, you can only love women. You can only receive and give love to women. Granted, it is a beautiful experience. One time I met this girl, when I was in Mexico, I met this girl. Her name was Nesh. Shout out to Nesh. And she was telling me that she feels like loving a woman is a religious experience. Fuck. And that's, but a good one. Because I feel like some people hear religion and they get triggered. Like me, sometimes. But more of the story is, yes. So it's a very beautiful experience. Absolutely. But I feel like because I've been able to love women and been able to receive love from women, that's the reason why I'm able to love everyone else, if that makes any sense. Like, that was kind of just, like, I'm very appreciative that that was my foundation. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if my first experiences weren't with a woman, I feel like I would be very stagnant and I wouldn't be where I am now. So very grateful for it, and I still love women down. I'm not identifying as someone who don't like women. Not too much on me. Love bitches. Love bitches bad. If you want me, let me know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, it's just like, it's no longer just women. It's like people. Whatever you identify as. You know what I'm saying? Love the non-binaries. Bad. Love them bad. But yeah, T. That's where I am. In terms of sexuality, I feel more fluid. Gender doesn't really matter to me. Genitals don't matter to me. As long as you have a heart of gold, probably gonna be attracted to you. And yeah, like I said, like, I don't know, like, recently, the more comfortable I get with myself, the more charismatic I feel, the more like a people person I feel. Love attention, love to make people feel good, love to laugh, love to chat people up. Like, so I feel like it would just be so silly of me to just be like, I can only chat up women. No, like, you learn so much, like, whether it be men, non-binary people, trans people, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody has something to teach me in one way or another. And I'm very committed to learning about myself through other people. Very committed to learning about other people. Very committed to learning life through other people and experiences. Very committed to myself. Like, bad. And I feel so passionately about holding relationships with others, no matter what kind of relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my vibe. For real. And I love relationships because Eckhart Tolle quote, I put it in one of my videos, relationships are a tool, you know, to bring us to higher consciousness or whatever. But really, I just see it as getting closer to yourself. Since I've started dating again, I've been getting triggered like a bitch. Wounds that I haven't even considered when I wasn't dating, because it's like, oh, I'm not dating, so those wounds obviously wouldn't come up as prevalent as they are now. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it, and I'm so welcoming to it. Like, it doesn't intimidate me. I'm like, T, you remind me, or not that you remind me, but sharing this experience with you is taking me back to when I was a young child and my father denied me. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. And I think that that's so T. It's very uncomfortable, don't get me wrong, very uncomfortable. I'll be ready to run, I'll be ready to shut down, I'll be ready to block. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's good to have conversations. Amen. Okay, new random facts about me. I love hot dogs. I love cheeseburgers. I love beef and cheese tacos. That's really big for me. Really big for me, because I didn't like both of those things. Either of those things before. What else? What else about me? What else? What else? What else is new about me? Oh, I got my hair done. It's really long. It's really cute. I just haven't done this in a long time, so I just feel like I have so much to say. And sometimes I don't know if the shit that I be saying is redundant, but I don't care. You finna get a video like this once a year, twice a year, 3 times a year. You know what I'm saying? I change my mind every day, change my mind every second, change my mind every hour. You never know who you're talking to the next time you're talking to me. But not too much on me, because I'm still very much grounded, still very much the same person. I just like different things, and I have access to different tools, and I want to maneuver the world in different ways and take different paths and stuff like that. That's just who I am. What do you want from me? Sorry. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say. I love. Amen. I hope you guys have a great day.